And good evening. Welcome to the broadcast. We got a special treat for you tonight. This is Michael, your humble host. Always live, never scripted. This is the Mike Murphy Conspiracy Theory Hour. Predictably unpredictable, consistently inconsistent. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the broadcast. Welcome to the program. If you're just joining us, this is Michael. This is the Mike Murphy Conspiracy Theory Hour. And the only thing true about that statement is because I don't prefer Mike. I prefer Michael. Conspiracy theory is a term weaponized by the CIA to discredit people, and it's not really an hour. So really, we're dealing with the Mike Murphy Conspiracy Theory Hour. I'm going solo going solo with you tonight, as of now, at least. Going solo here for this evening, and I always like to preface the Mike Murphy Conspiracy Theory Hour with the fact that whether any conspiracy is true or not, should I say? If you call me a conspiracy theorist, I get to call you a coincidence theorist. Because that's kind of what it amounts to. See, if you're just joining us, welcome to the stream. This is the Mike Murphy Conspiracy Theory Hour, and you can call or text into 816.
If you call me a conspiracy theorist,
whoopsie.
I get to call you
Whoopsie.
a coincidence
Sorry about
theorist.
that. Whoopsie. Sorry about that. 877 ups or 816 upswift or 877
because that's kind of
sorry, or 877-9438, or your calls or your comments below, your comments below. So what I wanted to narrow down is, is the subject matter here, and what I wanted to say is, service to others, and is whether any conspiracy is true or not. Whether how's that going to change the way I live? It's like, is that really going to affect the way you live? And treat people, and so. I've come to kind of realize that, is it really going to change much? It doesn't really change much. So it's fun. It's nice to be aware, because there is an enemy out there, that seeks to steal, kill, and destroy. And but if you don't need to spend, if you what I say is that what I've been told, what I've been told or what I've heard is that you don't need to study the lies out there when you know the truth. If you know the truth, you don't have to study the lies. I was, so if you're just joining us, welcome to the broadcast. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. This is the Mike Murphy Conspiracy Theory Hour, reachable at 816-877-9438. Your calls or texts. The world is on fire, literally. I mean, speaking sometimes, I guess we've got tornado watches in Oklahoma and Texas here. We've got this is the Storm Tracker, as I like to call it, and I used to do something called election night coverage of the coverage, and then the Storm Tracker. I've got just kind of the command center here, and solo for now here, and just performing some a test of the broadcasting system here, a test of the Mike Murphy broadcasting system, just to see They say that high definition HD really just increased the black levels and made everybody look hideous, because in high definition everyone looks hideous. They really do. But and that's why, like television broadcasts have to use an excessive amount of makeup. Um, but really, people thought, well, when everything went HD, they kind of just raised all the black levels, and that made everybody look hideous and awful. Um, so um, how we get excited about the next best, iPhone or cell phone or flip phone or foldable phone, or I should get just as excited about you know Jesus and sharing about that. So because it said, if I'm embarrassed in front of him, he'll be embarrassed in front of me, and so I do want to say that I just want to stress that you don't have to study the lies if you know the truth. When you know the truth, you don't have to study all the lies out there. Um, and so I want to make that point there. Um, just checking for your comments here, but no, how do I mute that? There we go. That's muted now. My apologies there. Alrighty. Oh, and I've got captions too. That's cool. Well, always live, never scripted. And that should be blatantly obvious, apparent, that it's not scripted. I pride myself on that. Actually, it's to be consistently never scripted, and you can tell. And some people may say, that maybe that's not the best way to do things, but that's why we do it here, because that's my commitment to you is always live and never scripted. So there certainly is a lot. I mean, where do you start? I mean, really, is the question is where do I start? And what is going on? What's going on? Sometimes it leaves some of the things leave me scratching my head. When I, but really, um, um, uh, you know, one thing I was going to say is that there's an epidemic of one thing I haven't seen. See, so out of all the things you see here, what you don't see is actually kind of what you want to pay attention to. So out of all these stories here, and some of these are slanted, some of these news outlets are slanted a little bit. To be quite honest, I mean, let's see here. I pulled up a couple of different. Let's see here. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, it's like, what is the distraction? In other words, and when you got to watch out where whoever controls the language kind of controls the. I don't, and even using the word control, it's like when you hear that word power, it's they should replace that word with authority, because power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely, right? So it's really just authority when you say, and I don't even like to say leaders. Sometimes I like to say elected representatives. I prefer the term elected representatives, as opposed to leaders, even, because they're, um, and I ascribe. I really don't think that the two-party system is going to last very much longer. I just don't think that can last. I think and people need to vote more often than just once every 4 years just for president. The local. Let's see here, what we got here. So let's see here. Yeah, Conor McGregor. Wow. Oh my. Let's see. So what do you don't see? What are we not seeing here? There's an epidemic of what I heard was an epidemic of loneliness. And and as if things weren't weren't serious enough. We had a COVID shutdown, and anyways, I'm looking for I'm oh my, well, let's see. Well, when people had to do broadcasting from their home and stuff, I talked about this the other night. It's just I thought that maybe, and it's like, what do you do for a living again? When it comes to like the broadcasters that were doing it from home, and you still had grainy and pixelated, video and audio, and it was just kind of embarrassing, but well, there you go. Well, thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining the broadcast. Thanks for joining the stream, the program. We'll see you next time. Be good to each other. Stay safe out there. And we'll see you next time.